Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Agriculture Wallah. Students, today we are going to study about sorghum poisoning. This topic is very important from the competitive point of view because most of the times questions are asked from this topic. So let's start the topic sorghum poisoning. Sorghum is commonly known by the name jowar or cherry. It is commonly known by the name jowar or cherry, and its scientific name is Sorghum bicolor. Sorghum bicolor. This sorghum is the fourth in importance among the world leading cereals, and it is mostly grown for various purposes such as food, feed and forage. It is grown for various purposes such as food, feed and forage. The grains of the sorghum are used in making chapati, or they are sometimes eaten like rice after boiling. Eaten like rice after boiling. Grains are also used as a feed for the cattle, livestock animals and the poultry and the birds. For cattle, for poultry and birds. And this green fodder is also used for feeding the animals because it is palatable to the mild animals. So this sorghum is also used as green fodder and stover to the mild animals. This sorghum is basically a cyanogenic plant. That means it is capable of producing cyanide in the form of hydrocyanic acid. This sorghum plant is a cyanogenic plant. Cyanogenic plant. Because why it is so named as cyanogenic? Because it is capable of producing, it is capable of producing cyanide in the form of hydrocyanic acid, HCl, hydrocyanic acid. So this sorghum is a cyanogenic plant because why is it so named as cyanogenic? Because it is capable of producing cyanide in the form of HCl, hydrocyanic acid. Now let us study it in detail how this hydrocyanic acid is produced. Now this young plants of sorghum. Young plants of sorghum of about 30 to 40 days old are capable of producing a substance, a cyanogenic glucoside. Cyanogenic glucoside. Young plants of sorghum of about 30 to 40 days old are capable of producing cyanogenic glucoside, which is named as dhurin. This dhurin gets converted into hydrocyanic acid. Hydrocyanic acid in the stomach of animals. In the stomach of animals by the action of enzymes, by the action of enzymes secreted by the microbes present in the rumen of the kettles during the process of digestion. So let's tell me you again. These young plants of sorghum of about 30 to 40 days old, they are capable of producing cyanogenic glucoside, which is known as dhurin. This dhurin gets converted into hydrocyanic acid in the stomach of the animals by the action of enzymes secreted by the microbes present in the rumen of the cattle during the process of the digestion. And this ASEAN is also sometimes called as prussic acid. This ASEAN is also called as prussic acid. This ASEAN is capable of preventing the absorption of oxygen at the cellular level. What does it do? This ASEAN prevents the absorption of oxygen at the cellular level, and thereby prevents cellular respiration, which ultimately leads to the death of animal due to suffocation. Thus, when young plants of sorghum of about 5 kg weight are fed to the animals, it leads to the death of the animals. And this is called as prussic acid poisoning or cyanide poisoning or hydrocyanic acid poisoning. When young plants of sorghum of about 5 kg weight are fed to the animals, this leads to death of the animal, and this is called as prussic acid poisoning or cyanide poisoning, or you can also say sorghum poisoning. It is so named by different names. Sorghum poisoning. The concentration of HCl, concentration of HCl is more in the leaves of the sorghum plant as compared to the different parts of the plant. The concentration is more in the leaves, and this concentration is more especially during the daytime, morning time, as well as in summer period. During the morning and in summer, the concentration of HCl is more, and the toxic limit of HCl is 200 ppm, up to which the enzymes secreted by the liver neutralizes its effect. But if the concentration crosses this 200 ppm, the HCl starts accumulating in the cells, and when this concentration reaches 0.3 to 5 mg in kg by body weight, it starts accumulating in the body cells. It starts accumulating in the body cells, and the clinical symptoms starts appearing, which may end up with the death of the animal. When the concentration crosses this and reaches 0.3 to 5 mg per kg by weight, it starts accumulating in the body cells, and the clinical symptoms starts appearing, which may end up with the death of the animal. Now, what are the clinical symptoms? Let us study. What are the clinical symptoms? Clinical symptoms of sorghum poisoning. First one is rapid and difficult breathing. Rapid and difficult breathing. Second, dry nose. Third, motionless eyes. And fourth one is dilated pupil. And the fifth one is tremors and convulsions. Now, under this situation, what should be the first aid treatment? Now, depends upon the history and the clinical symptoms. The animal should be given an intravenous injection of sodium thiosulfate to restore the oxygen transport of blood. Animal should be given an intravenous injection of sodium thiosulfate to restore the transport of oxygen by the blood. Besides this, two full drenches of molasses may also be given to the animal to provide extra energy. So, what is the first aid treatment? An intravenous injection of sodium thiosulfate should be given to the animal to restore the transport of oxygen in the blood, as well as two full drenches of molasses may also be given to the animal to provide the extra energy. To prevent this problem, avoid feeding young plants of sorghum to the animals up to 50 days stage. Dear students, kindly like, share and subscribe my channel, and also please don't forget to press the bell icon for future notifications. Thank you.